I'm the Communications and Digital Marketing Manager here at the Autry. The Autry Museum of the American West is an institution dedicated to telling the diverse stories of the American West. The museum was founded in 1988 by Gene Autry, and he found it because he had a great love for the American West, and he would gather objects and he always had this vision to create this museum. And when he built it, he specifically did want it to be a museum about the stories of the American West and telling the vast subjects that all in within this region. We merged with the Southwest Museum, and we are also in the process of building a resources center, which will allow researchers to come by and have access to our collections and our archives in ways that never have been open before. We acquire objects and artworks from across the American West. At the Autry, it's not just paintings and frames stuck on the wall. We have sculptures throughout the museum, including outside the museum, as well as figurines. We have photographs. We have baskets. We have rugs and textiles. So it's a very vast array of objects that we have here. This is a one-of-a-kind museum, especially in Los Angeles. This tells both the history of the American West and also shows art that's inspired by the region. You can expect to see the expected from a Western museum, and downstairs we have a saloon and we have a stagecoach and we have firearms and we have clothes from the 1800s. But you can also find contemporary art like the art that we're standing in right now at Art of the West. Art of the West combines pieces from centuries ago and pieces that were made just a few years ago. And it really shows how the American West has inspired artists both that live here and that have moved here. This is a standout piece at the Autry. For one, just the size of it. This statue was made by Rose Simpson. She's a Pueblo artist. This particular piece is titled Witness, and it was made in 2016. If you can see right over there, the hands and the face, that's all made with pottery. It's personally one of my favorites just because I've never seen a pottery at this, or ceramic at this size before. We're now in our migration and movement section of Art of the West, and as you can see right here, we have a Frederick Remington statue, and it's made of bronze right next to a contemporary painting by Mateo Romero that's made in the 21st century, and a motorcycle that was made in the 20th century. If you only have 5 minutes at the Autry, I would suggest going to the saloon. The entire saloon is, it's an original saloon, and you can see a lot of little objects that you would expect to see at a saloon in the 1800s. There's a recipe book for cocktails. It just feels like you're in a saloon at that time. During the temporary closure due to COVID, the Autry sort of had to completely move to digital, and we put together exhibitions online. We put together a lot of programs, most notably our video series called What is a Western, where experts on different subjects talked about the way that the West has inspired people, pop culture, and sort of this fascination that people have with it. And again, it's not just cowboys. There's such a wide range of what the West is. At the door, check any of your preconceived notions of what you think that you might see. And when you leave, I feel, at least for the Autry, you'll learn a little bit more about the American West and where you are and how you fit in with this region.